Hello students, welcome to St. Anne's online classes. Students, we are working from home. We will start the question number 13 of exercise miscellaneous of chapter 11. So in this question we have given that there is a plane P which is passing through -1, 3, 2 and this is perpendicular to plane P1 and plane P2. And this is the equation of plane P1 and plane P2. Then we have to find the equation of plane P. Okay, so now equation of a plane passing through a point and perpendicular to a vector line is बेटा क्या होती है that is r vector minus a vector dot n vector equals to 0. So I have a vector, this is minus I 3j 2k, but I don't have n vector. Okay, so that I have to find. So the normal to this plane P, that would be this, and okay, normal to this plane P, that it would be n. Okay, or it could be in this direction as well. Let me write P2 over here. This is plane P2. So normal of this, okay, like that, n vector. Normal to this plane P1, that would be like, so this is n1 vector. Normal to the plane P2, that would be n2 vector. So as we can see that n1 vector is perpendicular to n vector. Similarly, n2 vector is also perpendicular to n vector. It means what? It means what? That n1 vector is perpendicular to n1 vector and n vector is perpendicular to n2 vector. It means what? That these vectors are mutually perpendicular. Okay, so now we all know that cross product of then n1 cross n2, it would be give us n vector, isn't it? Because the cross product will always give a vector such as that resultant vector would be perpendicular to n1 and n2. So just I have to find n vector, so I can easily find by that n cap vector cross n2 vector. Okay, so now first of all n1 vector is normal to the vector plane 1, that is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. n2 vector is 3I cap plus 3j cap plus k cap. Okay, so now n vector would be n1 vector cross n2 vector. Now put the values I cap, j cap, k cap. So here multiple of I, j and k are 1, 2, 3, here 3, 3, 1. So now solve it. I cap. So it would be 2 minus 9. So minus 7. So this is minus 7 I cap. Then minus j cap, minus j. So 1 minus 9. 1 minus 9 minus 8 minus plus 8. So it would be plus 8 j cap. Then plus k cap, k cap. So 3 minus 6. So that would be minus 3 and minus 3k cap. So this is my value of n vector. Now put in first. So the equation of plane would be r vector minus a vector. A vector would be minus I cap plus 3j cap plus 2k cap into n vector. Sorry, n vector is minus 7 I cap plus 8j cap minus 3k cap equals to 0. This is the vector equation of the required plane. I hope it's clear. Very easy question. Okay, I'm just repeating the fact again. Whenever we have to find normal to a vector which is perpendicular to given planes, so there would be a 3D system such as that normal to the plane P1 and P2 would be perpendicular to the normal to the plane P. Okay, and I have tried to demonstrate it. It's like that. This is the normal to the plane P. So n vector. Here normal to the plane P1 and 1 vector. Normal to the suppose P2 vector and 2 vector. Okay, these are perpendicular. So cross product of n1 and n2 will give us n vector. Okay, I hope it's clear. So please pause the video and note it down. Now look at the question number 14. So in question number 14, we have given that the distance of point R to the plane and distance of the point S to the plane is equal, then find the value of P. So beta, first of all, we'll write the Cartesian equation of the plane. So plane is Cartesian equation of plane. Beta, what that would be? That is 3x plus 4y minus 12z plus 13 equals to 0. Okay, now we have given that distance from point R to plane and distance from point S to plane is similar. So according to question RT is equals to SU. Okay, so now our distance formula D we all aware, that is, I'm just writing over here, that is modulus of AX1 plus BY1 plus CZ1 plus D1 upon under root A1 square A square plus B square plus C square. That was the formula. So the similar formula will apply over here for RT. So this is the distance between point R and T. So that would be, it would be that magnitude of AX1. So here A is 3 and X1 is 1. So 3. Then BY1 plus 4. Then CZ1. C is minus 12 and Z1 is P. So that would be minus 12P plus D1. D1 is 13. Upon under root A square, B square, C square. So 3 square 9. 4 square is 16. 12 square is 144. This is equals to the distance of point S to plane. So that would be AX1. So here A is 3 and X1 is minus 3. So that would be minus 9. This point is 0. So second part would be 0. Then CZ1 minus 12 into 1 minus 12 and plus 13 upon under root of 9 plus 16 plus 144. Isn't it? So as we can see that this part is same, so that would be cancelled out, whatever amount that would be. Okay. Now this is 7 plus 30, 20 minus 12p equals to, that is 1, that is minus 8. Okay, so now since these are modulus quantity inside, it could be positive or negative. So we have two cases, either 20 minus 12p equals to 8 or 20 minus 12p equals to minus 8. So from here 12p equals to 12. So either p equals to 1 is the one solution, or it could be 12p equals to 28. So p would be 28 by 12. So 4 7 is 4p. So p equals to 7 by 3. So we have two possibilities of p. It could be 1 or it could be 7 by 3. I hope it's clear. So please pause the video and note it down. Now look at the question number 18 here. Find the distance of the point minus 1, minus 5, minus 10 from the point of intersection of a line and a plane. Suppose I have a line L and a plane P So these are intersecting at this point. It's like this is the plane, so it will cut on a single point. Okay, 3D effect. So don't think that it will cut in 2 points. Suppose this is the point at which plane is intersecting with the line. So we have to find distance of this point from the point. Suppose here is the point minus 1, minus 5, minus 10. So we have to find out this distance. So we know that to find a distance between 2 points, so I have to know the coordinates of this point. So my main task is, suppose this is point P, my point R. My main task is to find the coordinates of point R. If I have coordinates of point R, then we are good to go. By applying the distance formula, I can easily find the distance between these 2 points. Okay. So now, first of all, I am writing the equation of plane and line in Cartesian form. What is equation of line in Cartesian form? That it would be x minus x1. It means what? 2 upon its. So that would be 3. Then equals to, it would be y plus 1 upon 4 equals to z minus 2 upon 2 equals to lambda, say. Okay, so this is the Cartesian form of line. I hope you can remember that r equals to a vector plus lambda v vector. A vector was the point through which plane passes. So the 2, 1 and 2 are the value of x1, y1, z1, x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1 upon a, b, c. B vector was the vector which was parallel to the line. So we always take the direction ratios of the line which is parallel to the given line. So 3, 4, 2. 3, 4, 2 would be a, b and c. Okay, so now from here we will find the general point of line. So general point on line L. Because that would be x minus 2 upon 3 equals to lambda, y plus 1 upon 4 equals to lambda, and z minus 2 equals to 2 lambda. Okay, so from here x would be 3 lambda plus 2, y would be 4 lambda plus 1, and z would be 2 lambda plus 2. So we have find the general point on line. Now equation of plane would be in Cartesian form. That would be x minus y plus z equals to 5. Since line and plane intersect, hence value of general point on line will satisfy the equation of plane, isn't it? So now we will put the value of x, y, z into this equation. So the value of x is 3 lambda plus 2 minus y. So that would be minus 4 lambda minus 1 plus z. So 2 lambda plus 2 equals to 5. So from here we will find the value of lambda. So it would be 3 lambda minus 4 lambda minus lambda plus 2 lambda plus lambda. 2 minus 1, 1 and 2, 3, that would be 2. So lambda equals to 2. So now just we will put the value of x, y, z over here. So the value of x would be 6 plus 2, 8. Value of y would be 8 plus 1, 9. Value of z would be 4 plus 2, 6. So I have got the coordinates of point R, because this is also a point on line. So the value of coordinate of point R would be 8, 9, 6. 8, 9 and 6. This is the point at which line and plane intersect. So now I have these 2 points, and we all know that distance between 2 points is d equals to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. I hope you can solve it for the answer, and that would be positive. Okay students, I hope it's clear. Please pause the video and note it down.